to the Shot Clock podcast with me, your host Jago. It's Thursday morning, it's 8 o'clock, and today's guest is Eanna Superleague team captain. It's Neil Lynch.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Shot Clock podcast. Today's guest is current Eanna player, former Hoops back in the day, UCD player, and according to the Hoopfolio podcast, 5-time Superleague Sexiest Man. I've no idea. My friend Neil Lynch, welcome to the pod.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. How are you getting on? How are you keeping during this lockdown?
Yeah, grand. Yeah, I suppose as good as anyone, really. Can't complain too much. Still in the job. Working away. So that's all you can really hope for at the moment.
That's the main thing, really, isn't it? Keeping safe and keeping working.
That's it.
So the format was really simple. I'm going to ask you 10, 11 questions about you, about your career, about your teammates, about some music, and we'll go from there. But we're going to start right at the very start. So it's the question that I've asked everyone first. Who, what, or why inspired you to play basketball?
I'd like to say that it's of my own accord, but it wasn't. Probably Bomber Lynch, my uncle. He's probably one of the influences. But Jerry O'Brien, as well as a lot of Eanna players, a lot of Eanna heads that probably be in the same boat as me. Sure, he coached in the club for years. He nearly did it all on his own, really. I remember when we didn't have a courts, like we didn't have the Eanna gym or anything like that. You probably know yourself, and he'd be there getting everyone into the back of the bus, driving you to a gym. Oh, stop! Yeah, you see about 12 lads in the back of his car, like all with the gear bags all the way on up to training. But yeah, sure, he, his coaching, it was before school, after school, and then just constant. Like, I don't know how he coached so many teams, but yeah, he was a big factor. And it's a shame that he's obviously, fair play. He's obviously deserved his retirement now, but
Absolutely.
Shame that he's not not still around me coaching. You'd probably pick his brain a good bit if he was around, living the high life over in Spain there.
Well, for him, look, a lot. He influenced a lot of players through the years.
Oh yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you're young, so there's guys a lot older than you that Jerry coached.
Oh yeah,
I would love to have checked the mileage on that van before he sold it. that van was everywhere. That van was in France, in Spain, in Belgium, all over Ireland. I can only imagine what the mileage was. I'd say the trade-in on it was like really shit.
He owed them money.
More than likely. So like I said, you've played for UCD. You've played with Eanna the last couple of years. And way back when, you started your career with Shamrock Rovers Hoops, which was my last Super League club. So all those teams, who's your favourite teammate and why?
Favourite teammate and why? I know Hillary's gonna watch this. I know he will. So and I know he
earlier on.
And I mean he's got me on the team for the next couple of years as well, along with me, and and then there's our one Dan Heaney, and we are, as we like to call ourselves, the bench squad. So I mean, I'd say if I'm to pick, I'd have to pick two as the two boys, Hillary and Dan. Now if Hillary didn't pick me, I'm gonna be mad if Hillary didn't pick me.
I'm not saying
anything. But yeah, no, yeah, definitely the two lads. They're always working hard at training, and then you're able to have a laugh at them as well. So it is serious, but a bit of fun as well with the boys.
Brilliant, absolutely excellent. Two good guys as well.
Yeah, really well, good, sometimes they are anyway. But,
Well, they're all right to me. Maybe it's the generational thing. They're just being nice to the old man. I don't know, but they're always.
That's what it is. Yeah.
So next question. Obviously you're a shooter. I'd class you as a sharp shooter. I love watching you play. I love watching you get to your spot and just absolutely letting that free ball fly. Great to watch. But who's the toughest person that you have to come up against? Who you find hardest to D up against, and who plays you the hardest?
I don't know. like Darren's smart. He doesn't give me anyone who's gonna, be, doing too much on the court. You gotta play to your strengths, which is, not a whole lot.
You're underselling yourself, pal. You're underselling yourself.
I don't know. No, I don't. I mean, the boys take all the tough defensive assignments anyway. I'm there chilling in the background, waiting for like a little steal. I'm in the help defense there. I'm waiting. Like Hillary's there right up on his man. Dan's got to take the taller guys. Mark has to take all the centers. I'm left with a lot of the guards now. Sure, I don't even take the athletic ones. You couldn't even have me taking an athletic guard. I mean, I don't know. I don't really I don't play much defense. Let's not let that get out too much now. And then on the other end of the floor, if anyone's D'ing me up real hard, that they're in the wrong game, they're doing the wrong thing already. If they're worried about me, there's already an issue with the game plan.
I'm gonna disagree there. What game was it last season? I was at, I think it was a 3 threes in a row. Then you'd missed one. Then you had a fourth one. It was a tight game as well. You hit 3 on the left hand side at your bench end. Damn, who was that against?
Was that UCD?
You had a huge game. You had a huge game that day.
Oh, I don't even know. But no, that's only because everyone's worried about everyone else, which is perfect for me. I'm happy out. Worrying about the rest of the boys on the team.
The sleeper, I love it.
And that's part of my offensive game. Lull them in to think I'm doing nothing, which is the aim of the game, and then shoot a few trees then when you're open.
Love it. Look, it's working.
It's working. That's it.
Don't change. Might change after this, because anybody who watches this is going to go, that's what he's doing.
That's the game plan.
I get it now.
But you spend a few years in the league, you get good at what you do. So regardless, you think he's doing nothing, he's doing lull him. I'm gonna go help on to someone else, and bam, that's.
Yeah. Look, it's the perfect offense. Have you any superstitions or game day routines that you don't change?
No, I used to. I would have used to. Have a playlist every month. I don't know what. I was just like, what? This actually makes no difference how I play, so it doesn't matter to me. I don't know. Just before games, you're gonna see me over on the sideline stretching. Well, not even. I'm just lying down, pretending like I'm stretching, so I look like I'm actually doing something. Look like I'm leading by example, but really I'm just lying down. Might have the roller under my head, like as in like a little headrest, but no, I wouldn't have any game day superstitions, right? No.
Excellent, love it. So next thing, moving on, since you've no superstitions, have you got
no MJ shorts underneath or anything like that?
No, not like that.
No.
And what's your favorite shoe to wear during the game, or do you stick to a certain brand, or have you got an all-time favorite shoe that if you could ring whatever company it is and say, I need a Neil Lynch PE edition of this shoe, what would it be?
I think that's a perfect question. And one. Where are the and one shoes back? Get me name on the back of the shoes again and me number. And you could call it your Neil Lynch shoes.
Yeah.
That was back. That would have been over. Well, maybe 12 years ago when they brought out their brands. But no, I don't think what I've. I like the Jordan Jumpmans. They were nice. See, I go for a lot of like full white pair of shoes, but to their own peril, they just get so dirty, and I hate washing them. Then they're just in bits after. Yeah, they're in bits after one game because I go for the all. It's because we have an all white kit as well, so like it goes with them, but then they just get ruined. I don't know my current one, so I'm wearing the Kobe's, the Mamba Furies, but I think I like the Converse. I don't even know the name of them. Converse All Stars, the low cuts on them, they're quite nice at the moment. I'm thinking of getting a pair of them and throwing them out.
Nice. Converse going back. Jesus, going old school.
Yeah.
With Converse, wow.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah,
they're bringing out new pairs, man. They're bringing out new pairs. Take a look at them.
We all got and ones one season in the Super League.
Jeez,
maybe it was just hoops. Maybe Bride did a deal with somebody. It was the year me and my brother played. What year was that? 2006. We all got and ones, and then
Was
the
that
following year we all got Nivea stuff because Nivea sponsored the league. We
Nivea
all came
sponsored
back
the league? Yeah.
smelling like a Hoover's handbag. It was like all face creams and all. I looked at it going, what am I doing with this?
The most
But now
well-kept team in the
I'd
country.
love to moisturise now, you know. I'd love that if Nivea rang me in the morning and went, "Hey, do you want like a little pack for yourself?" Absolutely.
That's not one way to intimidate the opposition line. The boys are walking in the changing room. They look in. All the boys there doing the cream, doing the moisturiser.
You've seen the ads. You've seen the ads for Nivea. The Liverpool boys all putting their Milner and all putting on his little bit of moisturiser. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, I think I was 6. We all got Anne.
Yeah, well, that was back when they were. Anyone was trying to push the whole street ball thing and that dunk competition and everything. So I'd say it would have been about 06, wouldn't it? When they were pushing that.
That's a while ago.
Yeah.
What age were you in 06?
Jesus, 15 years ago, is it?
15 years ago, yeah.
12? 12, I would have been 12.
Jesus Christ. You were 12 and
I'm there trying. You're putting me on the spot here. I'm there trying to do math, like take it away 15 from my age.
There's something wrong there. There's definitely something wrong there. Right, so you played with some good players. You played with some great players, to be fair. We're going to the gym for a pickup game. You and 4 others positionally, players you've played with or players you wish you'd played with from the Irish National League / Super League. Who are you taking to the gym for a pickup game?
Now, so for a pickup game, see that's a different question altogether. Like that's not like. Have you ever seen the NBA?
That's not X's and O's. That's proper. That's balls.
That's what I mean. Did you ever see the NBA Christmas edition where they're picking fantasy teams? And yes. Charles Barkley's first pick is Allen Iverson, and everyone just loses the plot. And he's like, "It's an all-star game," and no, it wasn't an all-star game that they're going on. And they're like, "You've wasted the first pick on Allen Iverson." Like, So me and 4 others, so positionally, so I can put myself wherever I want, really, to my disadvantage, maybe, depending where I put myself. Very true. So whoever I've played with or against, Jesus, let me think. So that's only on the teams that I've played on or against. Jesus, you have to try and think back to the amount of people that you've actually played against, and
that's the thing.
And you sent me the questions beforehand, and if I wrote them down, it would have been way better. It would have been way better if I actually thought about it. So I'll go point guard. I'll go Isaac Westbrooks.
That's a solid pick.
I'm gonna take myself as a shooting guard because I'll just be at a disadvantage if I go any bigger. If I play a center position, I think I'll be at a disadvantage. So pickup game, so small forward, power forward, or just a guard even. See, and now that I'm on the spot, I'm trying to think, and I already know I'm missing hundreds of people anyway.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. I mean, pickup game, I'm gonna go another guard, Lorcan Murphy, because I mean he's just gonna run all day.
So you're playing Lorco at the 3?
Yeah. Sure, he can jump higher than me anyway, so it's fine. He's bigger buddy.
He can jump higher than most people.
Yeah. Center position. I'll have to go back to power forward because that's a tough one. Center position. In a pickup game. Like, is this from any age or just like where they are now?
Anybody who's played National League or Super League, with you or against you, whatever you want.
I'd love to pick that guy from Star there. What was it, 2 years ago? The big 7-footer. Only because he's just in a pickup game. Picking a 7-footer is funny. But no, I'd probably go clean. Probably.
Yeah, Jake Hills. Yeah. So that's a solid pick.
And then the last one.
Who's your power forward? This is a big one.
It is. do I pick the host of the show? Is another question. Like, if I don't pick the host of the show, do I not get asked back
Oh
on?
Jesus, you're not putting me in a form. I'm way on that list.
Jesus, power forward. Yeah, I don't know. You know who it'd be two bigs. I can't even remember his name, so I can't really pick him. You know what? Only because I like him, I'll pick Mark Reynolds, and I'll tell you why. Now, it's a very controversial pick, but I'll tell you why. In a pickup game, at the stages where no one cares, there's always stages in a pickup game where no one cares. Mark always cares about winning, about playing, and he'll scream and roar at anyone. Whether it's just, if he's playing 5-on-5 with toddlers out in the back garden, he's screaming at them. He's there smacking them. He's hitting them with hard screens, and like there's like. We've all gone to a training or something, and you don't want to be there. And Mark just runs you over. It's like he knows if you don't want to be there. He'll run you over, hit you with a screen.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to play with him. He's the energy guy, but he's the energy guy.
And I'll happily take a back seat in a scrim, in a pickup game. Bomb trees, but you don't even bomb trees in a pickup game really. But I'll just sit back and let them do all the dirty work down there.
Mark Reynolds is a solid pick. He's actually you're the second person to pick him at 4.
4 is a tough spot to think of players. Like it's that in between position where you'd be thinking, are they a guard or are they a center?
Yeah, when I tested these questions, my number 4 was Rob Keane.
Rob Keane, yeah, big shovel hands. He could catch anything.
But that's it. I was like, who's going to get me out? And if it comes to a fight, like Rob can handle himself. That was my other thing. I was like,
yeah, but Rob would be the one that gets you in the fight as well. That's the only other thing.
I've been on the receiving end of that as well. That's a story for a completely different day. That's over a pint of Buglers. We can talk about that one. Right, so we're gonna switch gears a bit. Top 5 musical artists of all time. Who are the 5 singers or bands that you couldn't live without?
You know what? This was a tough question for me because I wouldn't be very musically driven. So I think I'll counter that and tell you who I enjoy watching or who I've seen in concert, because that would also be who I enjoy. So one band that I've seen a few times, Foo Fighters. I actually think they're really good. Coldplay are very good. Now, and I know these aren't the best. You're not picking these out in a warm up or anything like that.
But they're your picks. That's what it's all about. It's about your picks.
Yeah. And then then you're, and I know I've seen way more, and it's terrible gigs that you've seen, the likes of Coronas or the likes of Snow Patrol, and you're like, you couldn't even put them in there. So then, who would I have to go with then? Drake's obviously really good. So that'd be 3. Hilary Nets, he's another one of my favorites.
That's a great show.
You know what? Trying to give him a shout out for his podcast and his poetry there.
Music.
Yeah,
and his music. Fantastic. It's funny you should say that. Just before you jumped on, I have Take Me to Dublin on my Spotify, on my TV right now. I've just been listening to Hilary.
Telling you what, Hilary owes me big time for giving him another shout out on this. Just I'm waiting for that coffee and the first training. So
hold on. And Nets Athletic Training on Instagram.
Nets Athletic Training. There we go. Give it a like here, a follow here, and a share here.
Subscribe here. Share. But you've one more in your music.
One more in my music. See, I know I'm not even allowed to control the music in the Eanna gym because all my picks are terrible. I'm not even allowed. Like Hilary gives me a stare, and he's like, no. Even the younger kids are in the gym. They're playing with the music. They're like, no, Neil, go away. Do not touch this. I don't know. I couldn't even. I don't know. I couldn't give you one. 4 is like that's my max. Like as I told you, I'm not musically driven. It's just nothing. Like I like listening to it, but say I could pick a favorite one. Don't think so. I like it all.
You like it all. That's a good answer.
It's all great.
So I don't know how this question is going to work. Then you're the DJ. What are the last 3 songs we're warming up to before we come off the court?
Now you see. This is a good question to ask me because I play the whole psych out game as well. So you're playing the worst music possible. The other team are actually thinking about the music then. So you'd have to go with something like
Reverse psychology. I like it, Neil. It's
telling you,
a different side to you. There's a
telling you.
different side.
Psych them out, and they all know who's the one that's picked the music they're looking over. It's like it was him. No, 100%. Because I'd be there jamming to it anyway. It wouldn't bother me at all. Who would I have to go for? I'd probably have to go Chumbawamba. Yeah. Carly Rae Jepsen. What's that song? Call Me Maybe. There you go. And then what's probably Purple Rain by Prince as well. Just to really, change. You got to change the moods. Change the moods. Keep them on their toes. and then yeah, but then the other team is actually more focused on the music than they are at the game.
Absolutely. I'd be throwing them off. To the three of them.
Throwing them off. Oh, same. Oh, I'll be. Oh, you'll see the best warm up from me in all season if they're on.
I must forward this on to Darren so he knows what to play right before the first game next season.
Darren doesn't let me touch the music either. He's right up there.
It's like I remember when did you say you start using the Champions League tune? Was that James Kiernan started doing that right?
I think it was James Kiernan, yeah.
Absolute quality. I remember the first time I played in the gym, I was like, "Is that the Champions?" I was like, "Oh my god, that is absolutely genius." That was genius.
Yeah, there's definitely been some questionable tunes played, but we're actually not the worst in the league for it. There's one, Moy Cullen, I think it is. They're a very, very questionable club with their music there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's well known. It's well known.
I need to get somebody on from Moy Cullen to have a chat to. Right, so I find this is my toughest question when I tested it, because you've to really think about this one. What advice would you give a 16-year-old Neil Lynch?
What advice would I give a 16-year-old Neil Lynch? Yeah, just well, especially now, just keep doing what you're doing. Enjoy the freedom.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the easiest one right now. You never know what can happen. COVID could happen.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, no, just enjoy doing what you're doing. It's the easiest one.
Hey, that's solid advice at any age. Never mind,
especially
16.
right now.
That's solid, solid advice. My big one, I'd say, at 16, just tagging in with your family would be stay out of Club Sarah with Willie. But that's, I don't know whether you can say that at 16. Sarah's is now gone, so I think we're safe.
Yeah, I think you're safe now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a child's play zone.
It's play. Yeah, it is. But what's on the other? Is it the whole? Is the whole thing? Is the whole thing a play zone?
No, not Sarah Curran, just Club Sarah.
Just Club Sarah, yeah.
But I'd nobody to say it to. I was standing bringing my kids in, and I'm like, "This is where we used to queue," and I'm like, "There's no point telling you. You're 7. You don't understand what a nightclub is. This is where Sherry used to fall asleep every week." Oh, good times, good times. Right, so our second and last question. Dead or alive, you can have 5 dinner guests around your table. They can be family that have passed, friends, or famous people. Whoever you want, you have 5 guests to sit around your table for dinner. Who are the 5 you're taking?
5 guests. Yeah, no, I wouldn't invite any of my family. No, they don't deserve to sit at the table. Definitely not Willie anyway, or Ian. They don't get to go. I don't know, if you want, you can go the basketball route, which would be great. MJ would be up there. I'd like MJ, Kobe, LeBron. Obviously, that's the whole basketball thing. And then just throw out who's best and let them argue about it, or even if they do argue about it,
absolutely,
or even if they do argue about it, that's the whole basketball one. And then 2 more, who would you really go with? Just to make it even more interesting, very, very topical, very you'd get someone in that's controversial, I'd say, just to really shake things up. No, you couldn't go someone like that. I'm literally trying to think. Obviously, I'm thinking bad. You're not allowed to say that. I'd have to, obviously, myself. I get to be 1, so I still have 2 more.
No, it's you plus 5. You plus 5.
Me plus 5.
So there's you, MJ, LeBron, and Kobe, four of the greatest shooters ever to play.
Ever to play.
Who are the next two?
Oh God. Yeah, if you're just going basketball wise, yeah, you'd probably have to go. You'd probably throw Kareem in there, and then Bill Russell as well. Yeah, yeah, that's just for a basketball standpoint.
That's a
You
solid
know, that'd be
conversation.
it's a bit younger. You know, you could get a few others in there if you wanted to go an older generation, but like it's always a good topic to argue. Like, would they thrive in now? Like, obviously Wilt the Silt, you could have got him in there, but like, would obviously Wilt could have been good now because he was just so freakishly athletic. But like, man, you've seen some of the clips. Like, some of the boys are there dribbling around only with one hand and everything. You know, you wonder how it would compare.
Yeah, very true. Very, very true. Like the next question on that one is, what are we having for dinner? Are you ordering in or are you cooking?
Oh man, no, I couldn't cook. I couldn't do that. No, you know, I mean, I could try, but you know, it's gonna be a short-lived dinner party. You know, yeah, we'd have to order in. You know, we'd have to get a nice bottle of wine. LeBron likes his bottle of wine. You know, and a bit of whiskey for MJ. You know, and we all saw The Last Dance. You know, he likes his whiskey.
He's always told a million stories.
Yeah, yeah, that looked bad. Yeah,
painful.
Yeah, it actually did. Yeah. Did
he
ever?
An
I
Irish
think he
man,
did.
he would have been there with 2 tea bags from. Do you want to put
I
these
think
on, Michael?
didn't he come out and comment on that? I thought he did come out and comment on that,
I
didn't he?
think he did. Yeah.
Yeah, and just said,
An
yeah, it was
allergy or
fine.
something.
Yeah, well, how much you ever believe that? Geez, what would we eat? You know, See, and now I'm thinking like I wish we had like an Eanna sponsor who did food. You know, I just give them a shout out immediately and be like, and it's got to be like a dirty Chinese, like you know,
dirty Chinese up the road.
Yeah,
and they're like, thanks for that shout out. Here's a tray of
Yeah. Darren's there. No, not another one. How is he doing this?
That's one person you will never get a food sponsor on that Eanna team.
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't be allowed.
You could definitely not.
Yeah, I don't know, because anything that I'd pick, you know, LeBron, Kobe, MJ, well, maybe not MJ now. He probably doesn't care anymore what he eats. But LeBron, no, not a chance. He'd eat it. Something that one of LeBron's chefs would have made or something, you know. They all have. Wait, why am I ordering? They have all the money here, Jago.
That's true. That's a true story.
Why am I ordering?
That is a true story. Why aren't they bringing their chefs in with them? Do you know Chef Marco? Chef Marco could sort it.
Oh, there we go. Chef Marco. Yeah, we can get Chef Marco to cook.
Yeah. I want in on that dinner. Just for that reason. I want Chef Marco to cook for me. Right, so last question. We're at the end of it. This is our buzzer beater. Former or current player from the Irish Super League, who would you like to see on the podcast?
Kieran Rowe.
Kieran Rowe.
Yeah, current international captain. And yeah, all around good player, good man. But non-Super League player, already mentioned him, Jerry O'Brien. Now that'd be something I tune into if you can get him on.
I'll tell you, I'm actually going to start reaching out to a few coaches, but I'd love to get Tom Doherty on as
well. Here, I have his number. I'll send it on to you if you want.
You got his number?
Yeah, I do.
Send that on to me.
I'll send it on to you.
Man, I would love to sit down and talk to Tom.
Man, I talked to him a bit. He coaches in Leicester at the moment.
It's 25 years since I played for him.
25, yeah. Jesus,
yeah, 25 years since I played for him, yeah. And I still, you know what? If he shouted my name, I would still get the same feels that I got all those years ago. I would absolutely go to pieces. The man was a legend. You should get Willie to tell the full story on this one, but a really quick story. We went, so tell you know how Tom loves to warm up.
Yeah.
So we went to play Vincent's one Saturday. We got there an hour and a half beforehand, as usual. Gym's being used. Like every other gym in Dublin, there's 27 games on a Saturday. Tom takes us out to the back out the outdoor court. And we're warming up on an outdoor court with no hoops, just backboards. So no rims.
Yeah.
So we're up and down doing 3-man waves. The bomber, of course, gets this brilliant idea, I know what I'm going to do on my 3-man wave. Comes down the court, jumps, does a 360 and pretends to dunk it on the no rim, right?
Yeah.
We all cracked up. We thought this was hilarious. All of us, except for Tom Doherty, who stopped the warm-up, freaked out Willie, and made us run suicides.
Oh man, oh yeah. He kept going on about he really hated dunking. I remember he was like,
I know.
Because someone missed a dunk or something like that in a final, and he never forgot it apparently. And then literally, like, if we went to even try and dunk it, that was you. If we went to try and dunk it, he's like, no.
I got out on a fast break against, I'm going to say Vincent in the arena, and pinned myself off the rim. I'll tell you, it was the Dublin Cup final, and I played 30 seconds. I played 30 seconds in that game. He subbed me in. We had a defensive stop. I came down on the break, pinned myself off the rim, and he subbed me out, and I didn't play again.
Yeah,
but that was the genius of Tom.
It was. I mean, he sticks to it. You can't argue.
Oh yeah, like I ran in Laos for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not taking that risk again. Definitely not. Look, it's been a pleasure having you on. I'm definitely going to reach out to Kieran Rowe. That's a really interesting one. I don't know him that well, so yeah, definitely try and get Kieran on, because he's been around the league a bit, like, as well. But thanks for giving up your time, Neil. Hopefully I'll get to see you down in Eanna sooner rather than later when all this lockdown lifts.
Yeah, one of the days, yeah, hopefully.
We can hang out and shoot a bit and get the bomber down to show us what he's made of.
Oh man, we wouldn't even bother with that. That'd be torture. It'd be torture for us and him.
Look, Neil, thanks a million. I'll talk to you soon.
Good luck.
Cheers, buddy.
So there we have it. It's the Neil Lynch episode. Neil's team will take on Elaine Scully's team, the unbeatable Elaine Scully. And then we've only a couple of more episodes left before the end of season 1. So pass the word on, get people watching. We'll be coming back bigger and better for season 2 now that the world is opening back up. And until Monday, this is Jago saying, I'll see you on the court soon.